I've driven 2 cars in my life. Mama Kieran's car and Papa Kieran's car. The 2 cars that I've driven in my life for a sum total of probably like 3 hours. Did they survive? They did survive. Except I much prefer driving Mama Kieran's car. Because, okay, and Papa Kieran's car was like the more expensive one, which you think would be nicer to drive. But I really preferred the regular old Nissan. And I don't know, it was like lighter, so it felt easier to drive. They're both automatic. But Papa Kieran's car felt heavy and scary to drive. Like it doesn't handle. I mean, it probably does handle well. I don't know. I don't know anything about cars, but must be a BMW. It actually was. How do you know? From just that description. I didn't like it. They drive like a dream though. I didn't like it though. I just defined a BMW. That's the way they drive. I guess so. That's how they feel. Well, it did feel heavy and I didn't like it. It felt scary. BMW Perps loss is okay. I don't know if it's for me. We're in Ultima. How did you guess the other car too? You guys know too much about cars. 2 out of 2. Ultima is a classic mom car. I guess so. Well, that's the car I preferred. Halloween BGM. Give me one that loops. But the problem is they're all too like spooky, scary skeletons, which is not. I want something more chill. No, that's exactly what I didn't want. Does Audio Stock have gnome music? I feel like they don't. But what is gnome music? They have one result for gnome. Yes! Yes! Oh, thank you, Kiwawa. Kiwawa has delivered music. Let's judge the BGMs she has sent. It's pretty good. It's calm. Oh, this one's nice. This one's very calm and spooky. Not gnome though. I'm gonna put this one in the pocket, by which I mean I'm going to download it. I want to look a little more on Audio Stock. How do you define gnome music without using the word gnome? Audio Stock is so fun. This is actually one of my top hobbies. Is browsing for royalty-free music. This is not gnome music. This is just Sword of the Rings. Little bossa nova beat. Bossa gnome. I just wanted to show you an example of gnome music, but now I don't even know what gnome music is. You just have to search on YouTube. See, there it is at the top of my YouTube recommendations. Gnome Music Playlist Volume 2 Extra Whimsical. That's what I need. I was watching a YouTube video. Maybe you saw it. It was someone turning a ruby into a D20. And at the start of the video, they were like, well, there's nothing wrong with this. But they were like, I'd like to shout out my editor who always picks the best music for my channel. And I was kind of just like, but the editor's not making the music, right? He's just picking it. I mean, yes, that does take work, but also shout out to the musicians who made the music. Hater arc? I don't know. They made it sound like my editor picks out the best music. Curation is important. It is. Editor paid to slog through music. I don't know. Maybe it's because slogging through music is my hobby. Shout out to Fauna for always picking the best music for streams. I guess I do listen to like gnome music playlists, which are like curated playlists of songs. But you know, sometimes the people making the curated playlists, don't you think they sometimes get a little bit too big for their britches when they're like, when they make their posts and they're like, I'm so mad that I can't monetize my videos on YouTube. My videos which just feature everybody else's music that I have turned into a playlist. But it's definitely a service which I utilize. So I should appreciate the people taking the time to curate the music. Also, I didn't even celebrate 900K. I kind of forgot, and now I will celebrate it at some point. There's so much I want to do. There have been just so many events. We're celebrating right now. No, we can do better than this. This is just another day in the forest. Only 4,000 late. I don't know how it went up by 4,000. I wasn't even streaming, but thank you. Every 1,000 that gets added is just like more evidence that I'm late. 904 subscribers. I remember being excited for literally 900 subscribers. I remember. That's a big deal. Your first 1,000 in some ways is like the biggest deal of all. It is a lot of people. It still is. I mean, I still think, well, this is something I think a lot of people don't think about. If you stream to like 15 people on Twitch, you're already streaming, then I think more than like, I forget what the actual number is. It's like more than like 80% of people. If they're feeling like that's not a lot, they should imagine 15 people in a room watching them play a game and chat. That's a crowd for sure. That's not nothing. It's a classroom basically. 10K here. Oh, are we? I don't actually look at the numbers during the stream. I never know how many people are watching. In my brain, it's still 15. The truth is, at some point, you do become like desensitized to the numbers. 1,000 feels like so many, you know? And it is a lot. But then at some point, and I do appreciate very much, but your brain just gets used to it. I'm pretty sure no matter what. Yeah, it becomes more normal. But it's like crazy to think about. Think about it not as a number, but as actual people. Because it is actual people. And it is like a stadium, which is crazy because it doesn't feel like that because I'm just sitting here talking to my computer. That's a lot of people. I'm just sitting here. The internet is magic. It is. I have a long neck. Kirans are called giraffes. I should have a long neck. You know, this is a tidbit for you. When I debuted, of course I know that I am a Kirin. So I was like, yes, Kirin, the mythological, well, not mythological, because I'm real. The mythological critter. But I got sent like a weird translated version of my lore that would be on the website. And instead of saying Kirin, it said giraffe. I was like, oh, am I supposed to be a giraffe? And I was like prepared. I was like, gosh, I guess I have to learn how to be a giraffe. I don't know what that's gonna be. Like, I was ready to be a Kirin because that's what I am. But if they need me to be a giraffe, I guess I can do that. Gaming idol giraffe. So there was a moment where, yeah, I was sent a version of my lore. This said I had giraffe blood running through my veins. And I was like, okay, I can roll with this. I could be a giraffe if they need me to be a giraffe. Where's the giraffe timeline? It was just a mistranslation. Probably a machine translation. It was never meant to be. Eventually, it got reverted back to Kirin. And I was like, oh, I guess all as it should be. Back then, I'm more like, I will speak my mind these days. But that was at the very beginning. And I was more like, oh, if that's how it is, I can work with that. Don't worry. I can be flexible with anything. Nowadays, I'm more like, hey, why does it say giraffe? I think that's wrong. Yeah, instead of wide fauna, we could have had long fauna. I'll grow out my neck. I can do that. That's how it is, right? You assume that everybody around you knows better. So you assume if there's something that you think is a mistake, oh, it must not be a mistake. Because surely everybody else knows more than I do. They would surely not make this mistake. But sometimes it really is a mistake. I've been taking my iron supplements. You should be pleased to know. But I was reading, I don't know, I get too lost in the sauce with the iron supplementation because everybody is trying to min-max it. And I was reading it and it's like, it's too complicated. They're like, you should take your iron supplements on an empty stomach with a glass of orange juice, which is absolutely diabolical because if you take that on an empty stomach, you're gonna die. Your stomach is going to curl up into a ball and crumble and it's gonna kill you with pain. So I threw that out the window and take it with food, even though it's less efficient. But then they're like, and you should take your iron supplements not every day, but every other day for peak absorption, which I don't really understand that, but I guess I can do that. But then it's harder to maintain the habit because then you have to remember, like if you took it yesterday, use a pill organizer. I guess that's what it's for, right? Who's saying this? I don't know. The scientific literature. You just listen to your doctor. But my doctor prescribed me the iron pill that has like 400% of your daily value, and that one actually destroyed me. I'm too weak. I even tried to take it right right before bed so that the stomach cramps wouldn't wake me up so that I could just sleep through them. But they did! They woke me up in the middle of the night due to the pain. So I switched to a different one, which is only like 140% of my daily value, but it does not kill me. Skeletons, do you like my friends? But I can't help but look. Do you see? Like, if you look at the pelvis in a normal way, don't you feel like it's like Play-Doh? Like, I feel like the pelvis isn't supposed to contort like that. Isn't there like a little bone that connects the two sides of the pelvis in the front? My skeleton is not anatomically correct. I was looking at it and I was like, is that what happens when I walk? And I was like, I don't think it is. Not anatomically correct, but slaying. That's why I downloaded it. I've just never seen a skeleton move like this before, you know? This is how I walk when the cameras are rolling. How I walk when the cameras are not rolling is completely different. She's fake. I'm too fake. The gamer posture comes out. You demand a real walk. It's just not possible. I can't do it. When the cameras are rolling, I have to put on a show, which may be swaying and slaying. The temperature slider goes up. See, like when I'm playing like Switch Sports with the 3D tracking, even if I'm not using 3D tracking, I will still over-exaggerate my movements. It's just what it is. Whenever I'm off stream, I'm way more quiet. That's why I think that people can be surprised when they watch my streams if they only know me off stream. The rib cage is flexing too. I'm starting to think this skeleton is not correct. Bones can flex? Let me try flexing my arm right now. My humerus real quick. Ah! It didn't flex! I have to go. Just kidding. Haha. I'm so humorous. Ha 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 ha. Actually, yesterday I had my voice lesson and I've been working on I've talked about that. I've been working on my chest voice. As someone who is like permanently stuck in head voice, it's kind of straining to work on my chest voice. Like, I feel like my voice is kind of strained today from yesterday. I think I'm lucky that, well, I'm pretty soft-spoken and talking in my head voice like this does not strain my voice at all. I can pretty much go indefinitely, and I think I've always been lucky. Like, I've never really had voice problems due to streaming. Talking like this doesn't strain my voice and all. But yesterday, the chest voice, I was starting to feel it. I was like, oh no, this is probably what all my peers are feeling when they're like actually singing properly using their chest voice. That's hard. Unlocking a new power. I don't know. My teacher has been very proud of me lately, which feels good. She's been very proud of me. But honestly, I do not like how my chest voice sounds at all. So I'm not gonna do it for you. Not yet anyway. My voice teacher says it sounds good, but I think it sounds so bad. You need to hear it? Maybe eventually. Well, I gotta tease. It sounds so bad though. It's like when my vocal teacher sings, it sounds so smooth and so beautiful. And when I sing, it sounds like a frog. That's what my chest voice sounds like. It sounds so strained. Well, it probably sounds strained because I don't use it. Maybe it'll get stronger and then it will sound better. We'll see. I'm gonna keep working on it. Tea is really the best. There's nothing better. How does it taste? Delightful. Bubblegum hips. Can we get an enhance? Look at the stretch. It's like a piece of bubble gum. I used to know bones, but I don't anymore. In high school, I had to do a quiz where I labeled every single bone in the human body. I knew it then. All 200. Maybe it wasn't all of them. I feel like it was though. But I think we did it in like parts. Also in like middle school geography, I knew all of the countries at some point. That was also like do them piece by piece. Like this month we're gonna be learning Africa, and then you learn. I guess it wasn't every single country though. Probably I skipped. Well, I didn't skip. My teacher skipped probably like islands. But we definitely did like Africa, South America, Europe, and Asia. Yeah, I don't know if we did Oceania. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's because I never learned, because my geography teacher skipped it. Oceania. At least I had geography. Not that it like helped me. My geography these days is really bad. If if I ever attempt to do the dolls myself, I couldn't. It would be a disaster. It's all those daily puzzle websites. Maybe the most popular one being Wordle. Wordle startled it, and they all end with dolls, so they're the dolls. I had a dream. I had a weird dream. It's not really related to 7 Days to Die, but I feel like 7 Days to Die made me have a bunch of weird dreams. I dreamt that I was playing hide and seek, but it was like a pay-to-win competitive hide and seek with like a bunch of people, and I was a hider, and I was a free-to-play player, and I didn't realize like how corrupt it was until like I was caught out in the open, and I saw a bunch of seekers, and the seekers were crazy. They were like decked out with like heat cameras, like heat detecting cameras. You know they were paying, and they were like in a squad, like wearing matching uniforms, yeah, with their tactical gear, and I was like, oh no, the seekers are gonna catch me, and I was like, I better hide behind this wall, but then the seekers saw me, and they just walked right past me. Instead, they were going after one of the hiders who had paid so much money that they had achieved like an incorporeal form, like a gaseous form. They had turned into like a shadow, and they were going after that person instead, because I guess I wasn't worth any points, because I'm just like the free-to-play noob, and I was so sad. I was small fry. That was my dream. I was like really upset about it, and I was like watching the other hiders with their like shadow forms, and I was like, oh, I'm just nothing. I'm not worth anything at all. And I wanted them to find me, because I was right there in the open, but they just ignored me. I wasn't worth any points. What hidden meaning to this dream is there? Dream analyst? What does this mean? I was never super into dinosaurs, but I am of course interested in them generally, and I like them. I don't know that much about them though. I wasn't like a dinosaur. I've never been like a dinosaur person, you know, but I like them. Favorite dinosaur? What's the aquatic one with the long neck? Does that even count as a dinosaur? Is that even a dinosaur? Lapras. Yes, Lapras. That one. The plesiosaur? Yeah, that one. I like those. I don't know if they're my favorite though. They're not dinosaurs, but they literally have soar in their name. They're marine reptiles, according to Wikipedia. Like a crocodile! That's so cool. It is a Pokemon. But there are many animals that are basically Pokemon in the modern day, and I don't think they get enough credit. Like a giraffe, that's totally a Pokemon. Like that is a weird animal right there. The pattern, the long neck, the little antenna, that's totally a Pokemon. Also a pangolin. A pangolin is totally a Pokemon too. With the armor and the like posture, the like bipedal posture. I have a bad habit when I stream, which is that I assume that everybody watching the stream, which this may be true for some of you, I assume that every single person watching has watched every single minute of every single one of my streams, and every single minute of every single stream that I've ever been in. You have? Some of you have. So I reference things freely, assuming that everyone has seen them. I said the same thing before. Yeah, it hasn't changed. I still make this assumption. I tried to watch Parkour Civilization, and I did not finish it. I don't know, it made me feel too much like a boomer, because I couldn't help but be like, back in my day, the Minecraft content made for children was better than this. Back in my day, we had Shadow of Israfel and Captain Sparkle Minecraft parody songs. It's just not for us. I know. The TikTok voice. I know. I can't. And X's Adventures in Minecraft. That was so good. So I don't know. I tried. Back in my day, we had Enigmatic Recollection. I tried to watch it. There is something about it. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like the Burger King foot lettuce. But it's like 2 hours long. In Minecraft Parkour Civilization, no one jumps for the beef. You know? I just can't. I don't know why I'm so allergic to guns in games. I mean, it's because I don't like using ammo, first of all, because I hate using consumables, and also because I can't aim. I don't like missing. Punching is the way. I have to do my bit, don't I? Because I keep talking about it. My 900k bit. I'll do it. I'm really hoping that soon I will have time to stream regularly. I'm looking at my calendar. I think so. I want to play some spooky games. We got some permissions for games I requested. I want to play them. I want to play Silent Hill. I want to do stuff. There have been so many big events going on and collabs and stuff. Halloween in November. We can celebrate Halloween in November, can't we? I won't turn into a pumpkin. Apparently, I'm already pumpkin shaped. Said somebody many years ago, and it's lived in my brain rent-free ever since. I do want more pumpkin, and pumpkin pie, and pumpkin spice latte, and pumpkin everything. Zucchini bread. I don't think I've ever had zucchini bread, but I want to try it. I tend to like any kind of fruit or vegetable-based dessert, like carrot cake. I imagine it would be very moist. How's the candy jar looking? Oh yeah, I got my Halloween candy. I got a bunch of it. The candy jar is overflowing with candy, but I have a problem because I bought it from like a vegan candy maker, and it's all like vegan milk chocolate, and then I realized I don't even like milk chocolate that much. I prefer dark chocolate, so now I have a bunch of milk chocolate. But it's not about that. It's about the fun of having a bowl of candy. Whether or not I eat it is irrelevant. More to give out. I've been trying to give it away to anybody who will take it. But they're still good. It's still very delicious. I got some chocolate-covered pretzels. I think those are my favorite because it's like got the salty with the milk chocolate. Because the milk chocolate is kind of sweet on its own. You love those? They're good. Those pretzels are wrapped. They're individually wrapped, and it's so ridiculous because I thought like it would come in a little pouch, and maybe you'd get like 2 or 3 chocolate-covered pretzels per pouch, but you get one! You get one pretzel per pouch! It's the most ridiculous thing. Open it up, and there's just one chocolate-covered pretzel inside. It is packaging waste, but that's my candy bowl in a nutshell. I don't need individually wrapped, but I wanted it for the spirit. Oh, to experience the Scholastic Book Fair again. Oh, to have that smell of fresh books in the library as you browse various erasers, stationery, and pens, and you pick out a book that you will never read, but maybe you will. I keep wanting to read, but then I keep not reading. And watching YouTube instead is bad. I should read. I keep like having it in my brain. Like I'll get my Kindle out and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna read. But then I end up watching 10 more minutes of Parkour Civilization. I keep coming back to it. What point am I at? I don't remember because honestly I was watching it before I went to sleep, and I like hate to say that it was kind of a good sleep aid because it made me fall asleep like really fast. I hate to say it, so I don't remember. He got to the Parkour Master level with the skyscrapers and the 3-block jumps. I'm pretty far in. I am. So now I feel like I have to finish it. But like, I thought it was gonna be about cannibalism. Honestly, I was expecting like a dark twist. I don't know why. It's because I read a comment like before I watched it. It was like, the fact that they explain why the meat is raw makes this the best show on YouTube. And then I was like, what reasons could there be for having like raw meat? And then I was like, oh my gosh, I bet the meat that they're eating on the parkour noob level is actually the dead corpses of the parkour pros who fall to their deaths down to the noob level. I bet that's what they're eating. That's what I thought it was gonna be, but it was not that at all. And I was a little disappointed. I thought there was gonna be a dark twist, but everything is just really straightforward. But maybe that's the point. Isn't it for young children? I think so, but I don't know. Need to watch part 2 for the dark twist. Why am I watching it? I don't know. Because I want to fit in. Every time I make a reference to Parkour Civilization, I actually feel like the, how you doing, fellow kids? I feel like I actually don't understand it. Like I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty hip with the times. Like I can understand memes, but this might be the first one that I cannot understand. And like I try to make a reference to it, but I just end up feeling like somebody's teacher trying to make a reference, and it makes it cringe. But that's good. Maybe that's my new role in life. I've entered the stage where now I make references to kill memes. Because once I start referencing it, that's how you know it's not cool anymore, and it's time for it to die. So I will kill them by being lame and cringe. I've been playing more Baldur's Gate 3. Actually, I've been playing a lot. Maybe too much. I did the Raphael fight. So I'm gonna try not to spoil anything too much. Maybe that's already spoiler. And it was so good. I think it's probably like the music. I think it's my favorite fight so far. It's so good. It's so good. Baldur's Gate 3 is a good game. And then I had a dream game where I was hanging out with Raphael and the demon. What's his name? Yurgir? I had a dream I was hanging out with them. And it was like connected to my pay to win hide and seek dream. We were like playing some game together and I was like placing bets on how many people Yurgir would kill. But it was a video game, so it wasn't like he was actually killing people. He was actually like a nice guy in my dream. Raphael was normal, like demon. But Yurgir was like a polite fella. He's nice too. I mean, he's still a demon, right? Not so bad once you get to know him. I was also in the game and I was like, oh, Yurgir, you can go ahead and kill me to get some more points because I placed a bet that you would like kill like 10,000 people in the game. But he was like, no, I won't kill you. Don't worry. I'll be sure to get 10,000 kills so you can get your money, so you can win your bet. But I don't need to kill you. Such a bro. What a hero. It was rigged. I got to survive another day in the video game. It was like you would respawn instantly if you got killed though. So it was really like not a big deal. Shoes. Oh my god, shoes. Oh my god, shoes. Let's get some shoes. Is that any different than Skibbity Toilet? Now that I think of it, isn't it like equally incoherent? I don't know. Is it the same thing? Stop. How could you say that? I actually haven't watched Skibbity Toilet. But isn't shoes also just like OMG random? You take that back. It was also dumb back then. At least they're real words. I guess so. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Oh my god, shoes. I would watch that and then I would like hide the screen when my mom would walk by because I thought it was like inappropriate because I think they like swear in that video and I didn't want my mom to see. Instantly close browser. It was just cringe. I was like scared my mom wouldn't let me watch YouTube anymore if she saw that I was watching that. I think I actually tricked my mom. I remember like the early days of YouTube and explaining to my mom. I was like, oh, it's just a place where you can watch music videos. It's like for music videos. I think I like tricked her into thinking it was just a website where you watch music videos. You had the same experience. I lied. It was a little devious. And now I work there. Exactly. Now my mom knows all about YouTube. I have a really embarrassing story. Have I told it before? I don't remember if I've told it before. It's really embarrassing though. Of my early days on the internet. This was on Disney's Virtual Magic Kingdom. And I, like many children on that website, I was trying to find a date. On that website, which is probably, it's not what I should have been doing on the internet, but you know. So what people would do in their bios on Disney's Virtual Magic Kingdom is they would write either taken or not taken. So you can signal if you're open to mingle, you know. And I had not taken written in my bio, and my mom saw like over my shoulder, and she was like, "Why do you have that there? Are you trying to like you date someone? Because you are a child and that is inappropriate and you should not be doing that." And I tried to lie my way out of it. I don't even know what excuse I gave her, but I was like, "No, mom, it's not that. It just means that I like haven't taken a quest yet. That's all it means." She was not buying it. So yeah, mom, it's just a joke, mom. It's just a joke. It was so embarrassing. I think I was like too embarrassed afterwards that I deleted it from my description. I gave up in my quest for internet love. I mean, I don't know if I was even that interested. That's the thing. Like, I wasn't even that interested in actually dating someone in Disney's Virtual Magic Kingdom. I think I just was doing it because everybody else was. It was for clout. You thought you were the only one who used VMK? I know. I feel like it died. It died like so young, I feel like. But it was like a core memory of my childhood. But honestly, I played every single one of those like social MMOs. Even like the really niche ones, I feel like. Except I missed some of the big ones. Like I never played Maple Story. And I never played Gaia Online. Somehow I missed like the big ones. But I played Toontown. I played Sherwood Dungeon. Habbo, yes. IMVU, I did play. I didn't play Second Life because I played IMVU instead. I feel like they were like the same. Moonbase Alpha, yes. Wizard 101. Okay, I missed Wizard 101. I didn't play that one either. I played, what was the one? There was a really cute like anime one where you could collect clothes and you could play old maid card games. Tinier Me! That one! I loved Tinier Me. Because the fashion was so cute. Never heard of that one. That one was so good. I think they shut it down, and I was so sad when they shut it down. How many of these were subscription-based? I think I was free to play on most of them. I did have a Club Penguin membership. I might have paid money for Tinier Me too. Man, the fashion was so good. Tinier Me. I had money for that. I would go to my friend's house, my rich friend's house, and I would clean her litter box with my friend for money from her mom. That's how we would get our internet spending money and how we would run our Habbo Hotel game room. I mean, IRL Quest. Exactly. It really was. She would be like, okay, you guys can clean the litter box and I'll give you $5. And we would do it, and then she'd be like, okay, you can vacuum the carpet and then I'll give you $5 more. We would do it, which honestly is the way to go because there were 2 of us, so we got the chores done real fast. And $10 would get you a lot of currency in Habbo Hotel. Actually, we weren't subscribed to the Habbo subscription. We were free to play, but then we would just buy the currency, and people called us out on that. They thought we were scammers because we didn't have the premium membership. We were giving away premium currency, and people couldn't wrap their heads around that. They were like, why would you give away currency instead of buying a membership for yourself? We didn't care about that. We just wanted to operate our game show for fun. For fun. Do I still have the Xbox mic preset? It's gonna be really loud. Okay, I think I turned it down. Brace! 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 Now reset to normal? Are we normal? Oh my gosh. Look up Jesse Pikmin, and there's fan art of Walter as Olimar and Jesse as a Pikmin. I'm looking it up. Why is this so perfect? Why is Jesse Pikmin so perfect? There's a lot of these. Oh my gosh. It makes perfect sense. Actually, thematically, it makes sense too because Olimar descends on the planet of Pikmin and turns them to violence. Just like how Walter descended onto Jesse and turned him to extreme violence and drug dealing and meth cooking. Someone leaves them in a hole too. Don't say that. No. That's I don't know if that's the most traumatic moment of Breaking Bad, but it's one of them for sure. As a Jesse fan, oh no. I do need to watch Over the Garden Wall. I have seen it. It's actually my favorite cartoon ever made and one of my favorite pieces of media ever made. It's so good, and I like to watch it every fall. You want to watch it again too? It's so good. Hi Fauna, recently I achieved a max out on the NES version of Tetris 999 plus points. This is a rare achievement. I'm only the 741st person to ever do it per the global community. Anyway, I'm competing in a tournament next week and wish me luck. Good luck. That's awesome. I didn't know you were a Tetris god this whole time. I need to add that to the spreadsheet. It's always interesting when I learn something. Yeah, you T-spin for sure. This sapling T-spins. That's awesome. I hope you did well. What is sapling spreadsheet? The sapling spreadsheet is a mythological spreadsheet where I compile information about the saplings in a strictly non-parasocial kind of way, in a completely normal way, just so that I can make sure that I'm not being rude when I forget important details that you tell me. Your favorite color is green. Honestly, I just assume that, and I just, in the Excel sheet, when you type green and then you just drag it down for all the other cells, I already did that. That's just the default. If your t-shirt is too big, you can always just wear it as pajamas. Personally, I love a giant t-shirt that I don't have to wear pants with. And it's like a dress. My default colors are like the dongo emoji. They kind of are. It needs the blue though. The navy blue. New Oshimark just dropped. This is a cute emoji. Have you ever noticed they have some cute emojis sometimes? So I'm way past the stage of picking an Oshimark, which was very fun fun. One of the fun debut prep things was picking my Oshi mark. Sometimes I just look through the emotes and I'm like, man, they should make a VTuber with this Oshi mark. This is a cute one. Particularly, I like the coral emoji. I think that's like a newer one. That is great. I'm sure VTubers have it. That's a great one for like an aquatic themed VTuber. When did this drop? Like a year ago, I feel like. Yeah, there's some good ones. GG, thank you for the redirect. Thank you. We're just reading super chats right now. Ceres Fauna. GG, will you play a horror game with me? You don't have to play, you just have to watch. Will you play Alien Isolation with me? You play with me, will you? GG, I've become like too obsessed with you lately. I don't know. That's a weird thing to admit to you live on stream, but something about you. We love GG with great interest and scared. Everyone's obsessed with her. I know. Something about her. She's got the aura. Everybody wants her so bad. It's true. I think she might be the harem protagonist. And I'm getting in line. Usually I'm like anti-harem, but I'm getting in line. Oshi's Oshi. The charisma is true. I was given the opportunity to kill people, and you gotta use it if you got it, you know? I gotta add to the excitement, otherwise what's the point in giving me the special killing umbrella? Use it if you got it. I was like a rich young lady from a wealthy family, and Cece was my maid growing up, but also my best friend. And at some point, she got involved with the gang and got involved with organized crime, and I got apprehended by the police by being associated with her. And then I was like mistreated by them, even though I was innocent. The police held me and questioned me, and it was all very traumatic. And I felt so betrayed by Cece that I decided to dedicate my life to hunting down evildoers. But I wasn't sure if Cece was really evil herself or if she had just been manipulated. So when I confronted her in the bathroom, I determined to the best of my abilities that she did regret her actions, and she didn't want to betray me like that, and that she was just being manipulated by Elizabeth, who brought her into the gang. Just based on my character's beliefs and actions, I believe she would have wanted to kill Liz in that moment. If not for the whole murder mystery at hand, just for the backstory reasons, because she was the one who roped my best friend into a gang. And I was prepared to die for that if it was wrong. Anna, can the saplings have jetpacks? I think I've answered this before. I don't have... Wait, did someone else answer it like this and I'm just stealing their answer? I don't have a jetpack. So how can you guys get a jetpack if I don't even have one? I am not the keeper of jetpacks. That was Bae? I'm stealing Bae's answer. I must have watched her clip and I'm just copying her homework. Bae said this. I said you have one to share. Bae's answer was better. That's why I stole it. A Hololive mod for this game? I'm pretty sure someone made that. I saw Fauna cards on Twitter for this game. My card shop is perhaps the most legitimate business I've ever operated. Oh, Snail would be such a good shop cat because he's so friendly. You get disqualified if you're stinky at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. I mean, that's valid, right? Making a cake? You probably already made the cake. Ube, pandan, or vanilla? I've never had pandan. They're like leaves, right? I vote for that one because I want to try it. I've never had it. I'd like to try it. Read 4 super chat streams at once. Maybe I could finish faster if we do that. That just sounds very confusing though. The 4 thumbnails of the apocalypse. What are they? Disease? Pestilence? Is that the same thing? War? Hunger? Famine? That's the same as hunger. Death? War, famine, pestilence, and death. That sounds about right. War, famine, pestilence, and death. I mean, don't you feel like death is kind of included in all the others? It's kind of above all the others in the scale. I feel like death should be included in all of them. He's the boss. Oh, is there a hierarchy? I thought they were all. Doesn't it feel like there should be 4 horsemen who all serve death? Death is the last to show up, but death is also the first to show up, right? As soon as somebody dies from the plague. First is war, but there is death in war. No? Read the book of Revelation for the rest of the stream. Okay, PDF. I want to read it. Where's the part where death shows up? Oh my gosh, this has so many footnotes. The footnotes are longer than the actual text itself. For every one sentence, they need like 8 sentences to explain it. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the one who is and who was and who is still to come, the all-powerful. Okay, that's kind of sick, actually. That's pretty cool. The storm who is approaching. Do not be afraid. I am the first and the last, and the one who lives. I was dead, but look, now I am alive forever and ever, and I hold the keys of death and of Hades forever and ever. Hades is Greek, though? Well, that's probably why they have 18 footnotes to explain the reference to Hades. I can see why they made a video game based on this. I've worried that I've forgotten how to solo stream anyway. Nothing wrong with collabs. It's true, I've been having a lot of fun with them, but I value my solo stream time. It's a different vibe. I get to chat with you guys more when it's solo stream. Also, my throat is scratchy because I just ate. Because my sleep schedule is still so bad, and I just woke up and I ate before stream because I didn't last time, but I should have. But I ate. Actually, I made focaccia yesterday, and it was so good. It was my best bread yet. I'm sorry, Dobert, I've given up on sourdough. I'm all in on focaccia now. It might be the best bread ever. Like crispy, olive oily, delicious. It's very good. Sourdough focaccia. Maybe for a more skilled baker than me. You know, right before the stream, so my last stream was the racing game, and I had the wheel, and I had taped the wheel to my desk because the mount that came with the wheel doesn't fit my desk. So, you know, I'm resourceful. I just taped it. I forgot that I had taped it. Today, I'm running late. I've just eaten. I go sit in front of my computer like 5 minutes before the stream starts. Usually I like to have 15 minutes, and I see that dang wheel still taped to my desk, completely blocking everything, blocking the keyboard, and now I'm like, oh no, I have to remove the wheel, and I have 5 minutes to do that and set up my whole stream. And then it's the type of tape that like kind of bonds the longer that it's sitting, like that heavy duty double-sided tape. It had bonded to the desk while I was gone, and I was ripping it as hard as I could to get it off, and I really could not get it off. I finally was able to, but I was scared that I was gonna have to become a racing sim streamer only for the rest of my career without being able to get this wheel off my desk. Is the desk okay? Surprisingly, no damage to the desk or the wheel. And I was using a lot of force. I was surprised. There's gotta be a better way for the wheel setup. There is, but consider that I only use it like twice a year. Use it more. I guess I do like driving games, honestly. Like when I first booted up Assetto Course, is that what it's called? I don't even know what it's called. When I first booted up and started playing, I was like, oh, this is sick. With the wheel, this is immersive. That's how I felt with Euro Truck Sim too. I don't know. Like the feedback on the wheel is it's good. Maybe I'll get a whole racing setup. I won't. But I propose that we get rid of November and instead we just have 61 days of October. What do you think? I think that could really work out for us. You need my Thanksgiving? We'll still have Thanksgiving. It'll just be on October 56th. Your birthday's in November? Well, now your birthday will be October 43rd. That's not so bad, is it? The birthstones? Hold on. I have to Google it. Birthstones. Images. Birthstone chart. Okay, look! October is the best one! It's opal. I didn't even know that. Opal is... Wait, is this accurate? What's so good about opal? It's beautiful. Opal has always been my favorite gem. Because it's like rainbow. It's way better than all the other gems. It's like all of the beauty of the other gems combined. Diamond? Who cares about diamond? Opal is where it's at. So October already has the best August, birthstone. In November is citrine. Wait, is this citrine or is it yellow topaz? I don't know. They're all different. Who cares about citrine, honestly? Did you even know that was a gem before I said it? Because I didn't. When you think of gems, you don't think of citrine. Citron. I propose we get rid of it and replace it with opal. Nothing of value has been lost. I found a snail. There is a snail here. He has joined me to read the super chats. But I feel like he's already uncomfortable and wants to leave. Kitty! Can he purr? He is purring, but I don't think you'll be able to hear it. He's gonna fart? I hope not. You can imagine it. I will read the super chats with snail. I'll read the snails. He's probably gonna hate the snail rap. The sapling rap. Plant them, gotta plant them all. Gotta plant them all. Sapling rap. No, don't go. Don't go. Don't go, kitty. I can convince him that it's nice. Oh, okay, he's settling a little bit. He's so cute. Snail whisper, convince him with brute force. Well, you know, a little bit of gentle brute force. He ran in here after me. He wanted to be here, so the least he can do is sit on my lap while I read the super chats. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. I will read them gently as to not disturb the cat. Oh, he's already disturbed though. He must have thought it was over. He probably did. Oh, he's so sweet. Don't go. Evan Eldian wanted to say I'm short, but he's already getting up to leave. Come back, kitty. Come here. Come sit. Come here. How old is Snail? Snail had his birthday, so he is 14. He's an old man. But I think he's gonna live forever. Distinguished gentleman. Is he grumpy? No, not at all. He is the sweetest kitty ever. Okay, those are the super chats. I'm gonna go because the snail really wants to leave. Happy belated birthday. I don't have my kalimba. I'm gonna sing it to you. A cappella. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sapling. Happy birthday to you. It feels weird a cappella now. Splinter Man, happy birthday. We can get a birthday song instead of the kalimba. Hold on, restart. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sapling. Happy birthday to you. The audio stock RNG birthday. Happy birthday. Fun country style. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sapling. Happy birthday to you. There we go. Good enough. Happy birthday. Here we go. Yandere, happy birthday. That's kind of scary. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sapling. Happy birthday to you. I'm giving the people what they want today. I know that's exactly what you had in mind. It's the month of black cats, officially. October. This is when Snail is at his strongest. When the veil between worlds is at its weakest. Month of Snail. Is he up to mischief? Just opening the cabinets. The other day, I even woke up and one of the, upper kitchen cabinets was open. So he must have gotten on the counter and opened one of the top cabinets. That was a new one. He is stronger. He's looking for snacks. He did eat I had toast with peach jelly on it, and he did. I didn't think he would go for it, but I foolishly left the toast unattended, and I came back and he was sitting on the table licking the jelly off. He has good taste. And then I Google, are peaches poisonous to cats? Is jelly bad for cats? And the answer seems to be well, it's not good for them, but it'll be fine if they just ate a little bit. Did I eat it after? No, I'm not that crazy of a cat lady. He was really licking it. He was really in there. It can't even taste sweet, really? He's licked me before, I'm sure. Yeah, but not my mouth. I don't let him lick my mouth. That's gross. Even for me, little bit of peach jelly as a treat. I had a dream that I was driving in a video game with my wheel last night, but it was a scary dream. Well, it was like a scary game. I don't remember everything that happened in the game/dream. I had like a toddler daughter, and I was trying to rescue her from bad guys, and I was going to feed them poison cookies. And I was like hiding, waiting for them to see if they would take my bait of poison cookies. But then my daughter like found my hiding spot and walked up to me, and I was like, wait, you're here? Then we can just leave. We can just escape then. So I scooped her up and I stole a car and I put her in the back seat, and then I started driving, and I was like, I don't know how to drive, but I'm getting us out of here. But then and then in the dream it changed, and I was suddenly streaming, and people kept backseating me when I was trying to like drive to the getaway. You guys were like, Fauna, you need to load your last save. This one's not good. You messed up. You have to go back and load your last save. And I was like, no, it's fine. This save is fine. I'm gonna save it. I can come back from this. And then I was trying to navigate to the train station so that we could get on a train and escape. But it was like one of those dream moments where you're trying to use your phone to open Google Maps and you just like can't figure it out. And then I was like, well, I could just drive around until I find it, I guess. The car I stole was like another family's minivan. And it was like a hitman. Like I was waiting for them to get out of their minivan so I could swoop in and steal it. And then they were just like sat there waiting. How could I? The bad guys were on my tail. I had to save my daughter. It was a weird dream. Did I save her in the end? I mean, I woke up before I could make it to the airport or train station, but it seemed like it was heading that way. Fauna wasn't a theater kid. Well, the thing is I was a theater kid, but I like refused to sing, so I never got any roles. I was always just like pirate number 3 in Peter Pan. And my friend got to be Peter Pan. Made for the tree role. I feel embarrassed thinking back, because I remember auditioning for Peter Pan, the musical, in middle school. I don't know, it was like embarrassing because everybody else who was auditioning was there watching everybody else audition. It wasn't like private, you know? You just like go up and they're like, okay, can you sing for us? And I was like, oh, I don't know how to sing. I don't sing. And the teacher was like, well, that's fine, but we're not gonna be able to give you like a role, you know, if you don't sing. Like, we can put you in the chorus if you're okay with that, but we're not gonna be able to give you like, you know, a role if you won't sing in your audition. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll just be pirate number 3. And why did I audition? Because I wanted to be in it, but I didn't want to sing. It was fun being pirate number 3. All my friends were also in the show, so I got to hang out with them. And it was easy. I only had to memorize like 3 lines, you know? And I got to wear a fun pirate costume. What more do you need? I don't need to be Wendy. I don't need to be Tiger Lily. I don't need to be Peter Pan. See, I'm pretty sure my like 3 friends were literally Peter Pan, Wendy, and Tiger Lilies. And then I was pirate number 3. It's kind of rough. I didn't view it that way at all, though. Well, I think in my mind, like somewhere I did want like a more important role, but like, I know I wasn't willing to sing for it. So, but I wish I would have. So the friend who was Peter Pan is the friend I've talked about a lot. The one who called me a beta fish. She got to be Peter Pan. She's a great singer. And I did go to one of her singing lessons once. I don't remember why. I think I was just hanging out with her after school and she had a singing lesson and she was like, we can keep hanging out if you want. You just have to come to my lesson with me. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I don't have anything else to do. It's middle school. So I went with her and I like watched her at her singing lesson and she was like, you should try singing. I think like you could do it, you know? And I was like, oh no, I can't sing. I'm like biologically incapable of singing. And she's like, nobody is biologically capable of singing. You just have to practice it. You'll get better if you practice. You just haven't practiced it at all. And I was like, no, I'm physically incapable. You don't understand. No matter how much I practice, I'll never improve. And she was like, I don't think that's true. You could totally take lessons. And then she was right, exactly. But I do think, like, I should have sang more, because I think I've always enjoyed it, but I, like, just haven't. Even now, I don't practice as much as I should. Because, like, these people, like, this friend, she's singing all the time. Like, you just know every time she's, like, alone, sometimes she's not even alone, she's singing, you know? In the shower, in the car, wherever she is, she's singing. And I feel like those hours, they add up to your practicing points. Like, it just might seem like you're just singing in the shower and in the car, but it adds up. I do sing in the shower nowadays sometimes. I still could probably sing more. What's my go-to shower song? I don't have a go-to. It's usually just whatever I've been practicing in my vocal lessons. It's hard though, because I always forget the lyrics, and then I just end up singing like a loop. You get caught in a loop, and then you're just singing a looped version of the chorus forever. 1 hour chorus loop. Well, I'm a really fast shower person, so I don't have that much time in the shower. I'm like a 5-minute shower, you know? I'm not in there that long. One song back. If I'm really feeling the hot water, maybe like 10 minutes. Usually like 5, sometimes even less. If I'm not washing my hair and I'm just in and out. Stinky Kieran. What? You can't wash yourself in 3 minutes? You get the loofah, you get a good lather going, you can be squeaky clean in 3 minutes. Your entire body? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is no problem. Exactly. It's not a bath. If I want to be in there for an hour, I'll take a bath. I mean, it takes longer if I'm washing my hair, but I don't wash my hair every shower, and you don't need to wash your hair every shower. You don't need to wash it every day. It will be okay. So I have my shower cap on. Think of the oils. How often? Probably for me, like every 3 days, I will wash my hair. Just depends though. Whenever I feel like I need to. Valuable information. I used to be a wash your hair every day person. And then I learned that you don't have to do that. And I stopped. And it's true, you don't have to wash it every day. It is bad for your hair. Also, when you wash it every day, you're stripping the oils. And sometimes your scalp will overcompensate by producing more oil. So if you feel like your hair gets really oily when you wash it every day, it's probably because it does. Because you keep stripping the oils and your scalp is like, it's so dry. Need more oil. Put the oil production to overdrive. More. Probably depends on your hair as well. Explains the screams after I bathe. Congrats to Crony on reaching 1 million subscribers. Also, Full Moco are really close too, aren't they? Congrats. I'm getting close to 900k too. I have to do something. Actually, there is a bid that I thought of that I was gonna do at some point. I think for like 800k, but I didn't end up doing it. So maybe it's time for the bit to happen, but I don't know if it's a good bit. Fully cooked bit? Well, I don't know about that. It's more like a bit that was so half cooked that I just threw it into the trash and didn't do it. But now I'm thinking about fishing it out of the trash for 900k. Bit that came to me in the shower. You know, it probably did. A lot of my bits do. But you know, sometimes shower bits are like dream bits. Like bits that come to you in a dream. When you're dreaming them, they seem so good, and you wake up at 3 a.m. and you're like, I have to write this down. This will change the course of my life. This is transcendental right here. I need to write this down. And so you write it down in your phone notes, and then you wake up next day and you read it, and it's just like the most asinine thing that you've ever read. It's just gibberish. It's mac and cheese milkshake is what it is. For me, shower bits are like a little bit better. They're like a tier above that, but I still don't know. I guess the shower bits are usually, I don't know, in the shower, maybe I just feel like so confident that it's like I could do anything. Any bit that I come up with is a genius bit, and I should absolutely run with it and do it. I guess I've got max confidence in the shower. I'm singing, it's sounding good. We got that reverb. And then suddenly I feel like I can do anything. And then I get out of the shower and I sit down at my computer and I'm like, oh, maybe not. Maybe not, actually. But we'll see. Maybe I will. Yeah, maybe if I took longer showers, the bits would be better. But it's only 5 minutes, so... You know, when I made my Pikmin short, I don't know if you guys have ever uploaded a YouTube video, but they make you fill out this, like, monetization survey so that they can, like, decide if you're worthy of YouTube ad revenue. Of the $2 in YouTube ad revenue that you get from shorts, which I'm very grateful for, by the way. But you have to fill out this survey, and basically they ask you, like, is there foul language contained in this video? Or is there romance contained in this video? And for the Pikmin short, I marked it as violence. I had to mark it as contains violence because of how much the violence is happening to these Pikmin. But it's okay, because it's only level 1 violence, which is still able to receive ad revenue. It's still ad friendly. The advertisers love a little bit of a violence. I always err on the side of like I overrate the gore and the violence and the romance in my videos because I don't want YouTube to like take away my right to decide what my shorts are, because they're like, oh, you rate your videos very accurately, so we'll let you keep rating them. But I guess if you rate them inaccurately, eventually YouTube will be like, we don't trust you anymore. But it was the pool one. I think the pool one, I was like, level 1 sexy content. You can never be too careful. Level 1 violence, because I might drown in the pool. At least level 2. But level 2, you don't get any ads. See, like, the thing is, I don't lose anything for rating it level 1, because you still get ads. It's just I cozy on up to YouTube. Like, look at me. I'm willing to be completely honest about my content. Look, and I don't have to give anything up. I'm just cozying on up. Teacher's pet for YouTube. You know when YouTube praises me with the, you rate your videos very honestly. I live for that praise. That's a sad life. YouTube AI takes notes, oh no. You know, people did want me to save scum in Pikmin. I have never save scummed in Pikmin, and I never will. I will take the losses. You're supposed to? I don't think you're supposed to, because you have to force quit the game to do it. There's no load save button. If they wanted you to save scum, they would give you a load save button, but there's not. You have to force quit. It's in the menu? Oh, is it? I never look at the menu, so I wouldn't know. There's a Pikmin x Kura sushi collab. I'm gonna have to go and order like 20 plates of fries. 20 avocado rolls and 0 fish. They sell fries. They do in Japan, at least. I haven't been in the States, so I don't know if they have fries in the States. In Japan, they do have fries, and you know, everybody's like, why would you get fries at a sushi restaurant? Well, it's because I can't eat fish. And you know what? Whenever they bring out the fries, guess what? Everybody else at the table who didn't order fries, they're like, oh wow, those look really good. Can I try one? And it's like, yes, you can. And then they try one and they're like, oh wow, these are really good. I'm gonna order some too. Everybody wants fries. It's good. And then the fries disappear. But it's fine, because you can just order more, because it's Kura Sushi and they come out on the conveyor belt. Do they have the Pikmin collab in the States, or is it only in Japan? Because I want Pikmin. I have to fly to Japan. There's that shorts channel, Japan Eat, that I watch a lot. He just goes around eating various foods in Japan. And he often has showcases like Pikmin collabs, because I think he's a fan of Pikmin too. I do want Pikmin merch. I'm getting really into Pikmin now. I want the Pikmin merch. Before I played it again, I was kind of just like, oh yeah, I remember Pikmin from my childhood. But now I'm like, yes, Pikmin. I sometimes I wonder about the VOD watchers who like have maybe never even appeared in chat. And I hope they still feel included in the community. They are out there. I mean, I watch a lot of VODs of streams too. I wonder, VOD watchers, do you read the chat on the side? I hope you feel included enough. I'm thinking about you. Fauna, let's say that a bae from another world appears. It makes it so the snail is one of those cats who purrs so softly you can't hear him unless you press your ear against him. Is this not a big deal, or is it grounds to feud with this bae? I think I would be pretty sad, because I love hearing Snail purr, and he's a big purrer because he doesn't really meow, so his purrs are all I hear. But also, I will love Snail regardless of if he purrs or not. He is like a motorboat. He can be pretty loud with his purring. It's very adorable. No way. When you lived in Minnesota, one winter was cold enough, you could throw boiling water outside and it turned to snow before it hit the ground. That sounds fun and also very cold. How many crayons would I eat at the all-you-can-eat crayon function? 0. Now, if we're talking about the all-you-can-eat Play-Doh function, then my answer will be different. Debut cameo. Oh yeah, there's a new plushie. It looks so silly. I look so silly in that plushie. If you haven't seen it, there's a new plushie. I don't know. My butt is like really round. Maybe everybody's is, but it's so bean shaped. Not round in like a enticing way. Round in like a looks like a diaper way. What does that mean? It means it's round. Built like an axolotl. Bean-shaped. I'm not a tree. These are horns. These are oven mitts, actually. And are trees vegetarians? I don't think so. They're sunitarians. Solartarians. What if Pikachu refuses a Pokeball because Pokeballs are like Star Trek transporters and cause duplicates paradox when digitizing Pokemon for storage? PC Box clone glitch supports this. So it's like a different Pikachu comes out than the one that goes in. Yeah, I wouldn't get in that Pokeball either. I would be having an existential crisis every time Bulbasaur came out. And it's like, are you the Bulbasaur I know and remember? Are you a completely new Bulbasaur? Guess who's here? Snail is here. He's on my lap and he's purring. We'll see how long this lasts. Usually not long. Give him 30 seconds. Oh no, he's already trying to get up. Why? Why, Snail? Why? Just sit here on my lap. Oh. Oh. You want a pet snail? You can get your own pet snail at the animal shelter. When will the snail realize that he doesn't want to be in here and I'm streaming? Every time he runs in with all his might, I try not to let him in because I know he's gonna want to leave. But every time he runs in and then he wants to leave like 30 seconds later, will he ever learn? He enjoys the game of it. Maybe he's bored. They just hate closed doors. That's probably true. Put a cat tower in the closet. I thought about that. There's actually a little bit of room. I could put a cat tower in and a water bowl. That would be cute. No way he stays up there. I know he might not. He probably wouldn't. He'd probably still want to leave. Cat door? But then it negates all of the soundproofing that I've done. Empty box. Once I put one of his cat beds in here, but he was not interested. Yeah, I'm not a breakfast person. I have never been a breakfast person, actually. Even in high school, when I had to wake up at like 6 a.m. because why does high school start so early? Even in high school, I didn't eat breakfast. And my peers would be like, why? Why, Fauna? Aren't you hungry? And I'm like, we eat lunch at like 10:30. I'll just wait till lunch. That's fine with me. Had my tea in my thermos even back then. That's enough for me. 10:30 is crazy. We get that early lunch period. It is crazy, 10:30 lunch. But when you wake up at 6, it's not so bad. Not even 11:30. 11:30 is like the late period. The late lunch period. I mean, school's out at like 2, so if you're eating at 12:30, and then you're gonna have like barely any school left afterwards. 2? My school was from 7 to 2, I think. Well, it was like 7:15 to 2:15. That's insane. It was early. Same for you. Yours was 8 to 3. 8 to 3 is still pretty early.